West Premier Supra Mahumapelo is caught between a rock and a hard place. After weeks of violent protests in the province, with communities calling for his removal, will he heed the call, and what's likely to happen there politically? Well, we explore this with public policy specialist Kagiso, Pooe, who joins me now in studio. Good evening, Kagiso. Thanks very much for coming through. Well, I don't know if you've been watching our bulletins, but you have the veterans saying it's a matter of time. You know, this man is on his way out. You have the Deputy Secretary General of the ANC saying, no, this is not our understanding of what do you think is going on there?
I think it points back to issues of policies within the ANC. No one can point to a clear rule which says what should happen. He is an elected official, albeit in a very different way within the South African system. So the question is, what has the ANC ever recalled, basically fired, for lack of a better term, somebody who's been elected? What normally happens is they actually wait on the good graces of the person, i.e. the former president, to actually step down. So the stuck really is them who are stuck between a rock and a hard place. If I was the current premier, why would I go? Who can make me go?
But why do you think there seems to be no, shall we say, unanimity or common understanding about the processes that have been followed thus far, how far they are, and what needs to happen next?
If you actually read the ANC constitution, especially as it relates to leadership, they actually have not updated the policies to suit what the current era is. By era, I mean into the 2099. It's actually quite blank. It still has this belief that individuals carry some moral conscience, and that from their morals they understand what they're doing is wrong. So I think it's an issue where they have not updated themselves. So in that, because of that vacuum, what can really be done? I think it just points to that issue of, if you've not updated your policies, if you don't understand that times have changed, that people are not, how do I put it, very good or very moral, but people are actually self-serving agents, you're going to go on and you're still going to have this loop that we're in, because it's basically a loop.
But even if we accept, you know, what the law says or how things are, at least at face value, the fact of the matter is that a leader or a person gets to a position of a president or a premier. Well, the president gets elected in parliament, even like premier, like members of the provincial legislature do that. But it is the party, you know, that puts up your name and says, we want Supra Mahumapelo to be the premier. So surely, even if you don't have a conscience, you should be able to, you know, understand and get it when your party says, it's time for you to go.
I think it goes back to, I always say we make this elementary mistake to actually believe that people, and especially politicians, have morals. I think it's a hangover from having come into 1994. People have I call it cuddly. People have this cuddly feeling about, wow, there was a Nelson Mandela, look, he only took one term. But people actually haven't got to grips with the fact that people are not good agents. People, why would I leave a job that pays me $1 million? And where basically all I have to do, I've created my own little mini branches, which is the accusation he has made. I've created my own substructure of the ANC. The substructure protects me. Why really should I go? And I think because of the weaknesses of the ANC, and this also goes back to the issue of, if you say he must go, based on what? Yes, people protested. Are we now saying that is the new precedent when you want to get rid of a premier, that all you need to do is protest? Because, I mean, there's a lot of people in the ANC who have not been performing as councillors, as mayors, and as premiers. When is their chance going to be to leave? So I think it just sets a bad precedent all around. And what basically should be needed now is a whole drastic overhaul of what it means to be an ANC leader. I always keep asking this question. Who is the ultimate ANC leader? And they'll keep, I know they'll quote the year of O.R. Tambo, they'll quote Nelson Mandela, but those are about individuals. Surely there was something which was guiding them, which is a principle, and it's surely failing now. So the key question to ask is, what is the guiding principle of an ANC leader today?
Now, Cyril Ramaphosa introduced a great deal of drama into this. I mean, gets up, leaves the Commonwealth to come and attend to the protests that were taking place in the Northwest in the name of this Supra Mahumapelo. Now, weeks have gone without much happening, well, at least from where you and I sit. What does this do to him, and what are his options now?
I think it puts him in a, and I always say, I look forward to what does this actually mean, as you're saying, because in the next few months we're going to the KZN, where basically it's a mess at the moment. So basically it puts him in a situation of, if he's not seen to be acting, if he's not seen to be, quote unquote, the man, other people are going to start saying, but listen, if we actually look deeper into how our president was elected, this man doesn't have a constituency. He was put in as a way of a counterweight to, listen, things have got so bad that we actually just need plan B. No one actually asked, what does plan B actually look like? So people start to say, listen, if someone like Supra, who really lives in his own little fiefdom in the Northwest, can challenge him, why can't I do it if I'm in KZN? So I think it puts him in a very bad situation where if he's not seen to be the man, then basically other people start saying, if you're not the man, then I'll just basically step into the power vacuum.
I don't know, Kagiso. Let's leave it there. Public Policy Specialist Kagiso Pooe, thank you for your insights.